Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. As you can see, the AMC Theater is behind me, and I'm outside because it's a really nice day out, and I'm fresh out the theater. I just saw a movie, a little thriller that I was extremely excited to check out, and hoped it would be as delicious as its title kind of hopes you to think it could be. And I gotta tell you, this was a delightful meal, start to finish. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We are getting ready to dive in, spoiler-free and fresh out the theater, into the menu. And I'm gonna try to not get this wrong. The writers are where we're gonna start. Seth Reese, Will Tracy, mostly because I don't want to forget their names, but also this script is so freaking clever and original. I mean, this is like one of those movies where, like, you see the trailer and you're like, okay, cool, man, here comes this neat suspense thriller. You know, you're set in this very exclusive, like, restaurant experience, to the point where, like, even the movie, mild spoiler, opens by saying, I think it's, you know, whatever studio was producing it, like, invites you to experience, like, the movie. And this is, to a degree, this is an experience, but the script is super clever. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, very much like the menu that is presented in the movie. It gives you things that you kind of expect, but never in the way that you expect it. And the relationships in this movie, the different people that pop up, and how Ralph Fiennes, in the center of all of this, has kind of constructed this elaborate menu, but also like this elaborate kind of game that's at play. And what's wonderful about this movie is, you know it's a thriller, you've seen the trailers, you know this dinner is gonna go south, but how you get there and the journey you take to get there, specifically through the eyes of Anya Taylor-Joy's Margot, it's really wonderful, because Margot's kind of like the one person in the group of people that's kind of like an outsider to this world, right? You know, she's not a chef, she's not a critique, she's not a rich person, she's kind of like the common man. And watching the movie from her perspective throughout really worked for me, because a lot of times you sit there and you watch this like extravagant food stuff and you're like, I don't get it. Like, I'm, you know, like, just like, how am I supposed to enjoy what's being put in front of me? And taking the story through her perspective mostly really elevates this thing. And the driving force in this movie is Ralph Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy, who turn in exceptional performances. And pretty much this whole cast does a really good job. The only other real like big names you're gonna know is Nicholas Hoult, who is... I wanted to punch him in the face so many times in this movie. And that means he did his job perfectly. John Leguizamo also pops up in this. Always love him. And this is a fun cast of supporting characters around Anya Taylor-Joy and Ralph Fiennes, and watching their experience of what's happening in this restaurant, and a level of acceptance. You know, there's an interesting point in the movie where Ralph Fiennes points out something about the group. And it's very interesting. And that's the thing that I love about this script, is that the movie has a lot to say about life, about the type of people that people are, and how they kind of view themselves when they're forced to look in the mirror a little bit. And like, all of it is constructed very much like a menu, and that's how the movie is kind of brought to you. But I love the way it explores life, perfection, craft, and the things that make craft enjoyable, and what takes away from that stuff. And like I said, Seth Reese, Will Tracy, excellent job on the script. Mark Mylod crushed this thing behind the camera, man. I love the way the movie is structured. Like I said, it's broken down in a way where the movie kind of works like the menu does. Each course brings a different aspect to the story and to the characters and to the way that this thing is layered. And the way Mylod brings you in and out and around this restaurant. I mean, the majority of this movie takes place in one location. And, you know, they tweak it up and they twist it here and there and let you go to a couple different places. But the way Mylod kind of works you through this movie really sets up his actors for wonderful moments, and always has you interested and intrigued. Like I said, the viewpoint of Anya Taylor-Joy's character is wonderful to ride with, because she's someone who's out of place, and most people who will watch this movie are not people who experience the things that you're seeing in it. So you kind of feel out of place, and being able to kind of watch it and journey through her eyes, and especially because she's out of place, like the way, and Anya Taylor-Joy has these massively beautiful, wonderful eyes, but like the way that she is just interested in everything and taking everything in, the movie moves like that and allows the viewer to kind of go down this kind of mystery with Anya Taylor-Joy and the rest of the characters there. And as it's all revealed, it's a lot of fun. And like I said, the supporting cast here is really strong, but this thing is all about Ralph Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy. I mean, she is just exquisite. I love this woman so much. She is such a talented actor. And the way that she's just able, like I said, to observe and then move calculated throughout the movie, and as her story is kind of revealed and we learn more about her, like everything she's doing is just crushing from start to finish. And then Ralph Fiennes, I mean, you want to talk about twisted, demented, but also unbelievably sane, and like you can kind of understand why he's doing the things that he's doing. And the way the movie works specifically with those two characters at the front, I mean, it provides some really interesting moments between them, and their chemistry is just wonderful. I love how they bounce off each other, and I mean, I just love this thing start to finish. So let's get the Seaman group up. I'm not gonna say what you think. I'm gonna say the Seamaniacs are down a little bit. As you know, I've had some hard drive issues and I'm missing some files, so I'm kind of working on that. So for now, you get 5 of me, and you can figure out what that I should have said or could have said there, but I didn't. But why they're going, like I said, Mark Mylod does a wonderful job behind the camera. He really brings the script to life. The production team, like the whole set, the whole way this thing works is wonderful. I'm not sure who is behind the score, but it works very well for a thriller. And like I said, Seth Reese and Will Tracy really deliver an original script and something that, like I said, it's like something you've seen, but nothing like you've seen. And just fantastic performances top to bottom, led by the brilliant, unbelievably talented Anya Taylor-Joy and the veteran, savvy legend, Ralph Fiennes. What you get from them too, and then people like Nicholas Hoult and Leguizamo, it just makes this movie super enjoyable. And even though it's a little bit on the lengthy side, the dark comedy that's woven in here, this is an Adam McKay and Will Ferrell produced feature. So there is some really fun, dark humor, and the way it cuts up and complements the movie. Like I said, this movie really does a good job of doing things like a restaurant meal. It's layered, it has courses. The courses complement each other. The performances and the writing and the way everything is set up, it's a really fun experience at the movies. And if you're looking for one of those this holiday season, and you've already seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever 3 or 4 times, you need something different, I think The Menu is an excellent movie to go check out. I'm going 4 out of 5. I thought this thing was rock solid. I had a great time. I hope you have a great time with The Menu, but I got to know what you're thinking. If you haven't seen the movie, is it a movie that you want to go see? Is it something that interests you? Are you a fan of thrillers? Anya Taylor-Joy, Ralph Fiennes, I mean, like I said, there's a really great cast here. And if you have seen the movie, what'd you think? Did it surprise you? Did you find it clever, original? Or did it just not work for you? Would you have just preferred a cheeseburger? Anything you guys got, man, good, bad, indifferent on The Menu, put it down below. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out, see man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You haven't, you just want to show a little love and support, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. You can do all those things, and simply you can join by jumping over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.